Good morning to all our viewers joining us live on Facebook. I extend warm greetings to you and your families, and as we approach the close of another week, let us be grateful for all the mercies we have received. These are unprecedented times. The COVID-19 global pandemic has sharpened the focus on how central families are to our survival. In a time of crisis, such as the one we are living through, it is with a deep sense of responsibility that we approach this work of supporting families at the Ministry of Human Development, Families, and Indigenous Peoples Affairs. Families are the bedrock of our society. When a child is born into our world, she or he is born to a family. It is for this reason that we guard the family as the fundamental unit of society. Though over time the family structure has evolved, and our social realities have given way to varying types of families, their impact on children remain indispensable. Within the family space, children are instructed and their characters and philosophies influenced. Their homes are the first classrooms in which they learn what is right, what is wrong, and who they are and who they could be. Whatever we aspire for Belize as a country, it must first be modeled in the confines of the homes children reside in. Children must feel nurtured, protected, and empowered in their family unit. When families are threatened and weak, the children are neglected, their education is compromised, and society will suffer the consequences for generations to come. In Belize, dysfunctional families are inextricably tied to most of the socio-economic problems we face today in our communities, such as poverty, unemployment, drug addiction, delinquency, violence against women, and homicide. This means that when we talk about changing the lives of children, we are committing to supporting the families they live in to create the environments that allow children to thrive. As the family goes, so goes the nation. Therefore, the government committed to a women and families agenda that seeks to create strong families for productive, prosperous, and peaceful communities. Through 7 points of action, we have placed the family at the center of our vision, strategy, and action. Our goal is to strengthen families to be able to rear children who blossom into productive citizens and, by extension, develop our country. The success of our efforts to advance Belize as a nation is dependent on how well we nurture and develop the strong families that form the pillars of our society. But families aren't homogeneous. If you reflect on any given street in Belize, perhaps the one which you reside, there are many types of families with varying needs and ambitions. As you move across different constituencies, the complexities in family dynamics and vulnerabilities increase exponentially. This brings us to an important crossroads between the juncture of good intentions and sound policies. Our efforts to help families will produce no significant change if our interventions and programs are not based on data that informs our decision making. Good, or as the technocrats would say, robust policies and programs required evidence-based planning. UNICEF Belize has faithfully supported Belize in various cycles of the Multiple Indicator Cluster Surveys, also known as MICS, to gather data and insight into the situation of families and the emerging issues that confront them. Today, we are acknowledging the MICS Plus tool, which uses the convenience and technology of mobile phones to collect data in real time. You can imagine that given our current context, this innovation is timely and facilitates the gathering of data when movement of persons is restricted and impeded by national health regulations. But even in times of a pandemic, there remains the need to have insights into how families are coping and how best we can help them fulfill their responsibilities to children. It is for this reason today I join in lauding the MICS Plus pilot as an important policy tool and thank UNICEF Belize for providing this support to enable us to meet the commitments we have made to the Belizean families. I thank you.